Good morning, good morning, good morning. So we are going to get our Saturday morning started with my first client here, and then I have two more clients after her. We're going to start out our morning, of course, with a little bit of hair care. So we're going to do a relaxer or a retouch relaxer. And then I think I have a silk press, and I think I have another relaxer today. So you guys get to watch all of that on today's live. Don't forget that we have launched our Memorial Weekend sale early. So all of our products are 40% off. Our flat irons are $10 off. So we have a $69 iron, which is this Smooth by EHC 1 inch. And then we have our Smooth by EHC XL that is on sale for $79. And then we also have our Goldie unit, which is the wig you guys see me wearing right now. Yes, this is a wig. It's not a quick weave, okay? It is glueless. It requires no customization whatsoever. I think the only thing I did was cut maybe half an inch off my bangs. That was really it. And this baby is on sale. It's normally $2.99. It's on sale right now for $169.99. So all of that is on the site, you guys. The website is elitehaircareusa.com. Good morning to everybody. Star, Sheila, Gail. Hello to all my YouTube members. Grasshopper when she joins. Pack when he joins. We're going to go ahead and get started. So you guys just watch and learn. All right. So we already have my client draped or caped. I'm just buttoning this cape because it doesn't seem to want to stay. This is actually my favorite cape, so I don't even know why. All right, so I'm gonna push you guys back here, and then we're gonna go ahead and get started. So you guys know with any retouch relaxer, the relaxer process still remains the same, okay? You part the hair into 4 quadrants. Now, here is the thing behind this point. A lot of people believe in base. Some people don't believe in basing. I am a little bit of both, and I'll tell you guys why. Some bases hinder the relaxer process, or they slow down the process more than anything else. Now, they have new style bases that are more gel-based, and gel-based hair bases are fine. But me personally, if you have speed with your relaxer, if you know what you're doing, a base honestly is not going to stop the hair from burning, okay? Irritation is irritation, and relaxer can eat through anything. It is one of the only types of hair products or hair chemicals that can eat through hair glue, oil, gel, lotion, anything that it touches, it can eat through it if it sits long enough. So the reason why I said if it sits long enough is because you want to make sure that you are applying your relaxer with speed. A lot of stylists like to apply relaxers, and when they're applying the relaxer, them might chat, them might move, them stop, them go do all of these things, and your client is over here with 2nd, 3rd, and 4th degree burns, and you telling her that it's not straight, she gotta wait. Any of my clients know me, I don't play those games, okay? When I put this relaxer on, this relaxer is moving and grooving, and so am I. Okay. Hi, Andrea. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and get my relaxer started. I'm going to use a spatula to apply the relaxer, which also helps with lessening the amount of aggravation or any type of what's the word I'm looking for? Not aggravation, irritation. There we go. Any type of irritation that could be caused from the bristles of the application brush. So I try to not use the application brush as much when I'm doing my relaxers unless absolutely necessary. I prefer my spatula. I've actually had this spatula for years, okay? When I say years, this same one, this is actually my favorite spatula. But I'm noticing that it's definitely getting weak on the silicone part, so I'm going to have to replace it soon, which I don't like doing. But I'll do what I have to do if I have to. But I don't like to really use applicator brushes when I do my retouches, especially because I know that it doesn't necessarily have to even be me that causes the irritation. It's just the fact that the bristles of that brush are sometimes scraping the head, okay? And you're not even doing it on purpose. It's just you go in with the brush and then it taps it. So I remember as a child getting a relaxer, whenever I knew that my head was itching, I would be so excited when I knew that she was about to put relaxer there because I knew that the bristles of the brush were going to scratch that area indirectly. And people never pay attention to that. So this is exactly why I don't use that brush as often when it comes onto a relaxer application. Okay? And I move with speed when I apply my relaxers. Like, I don't sit around and play. I feel like relaxer is very dangerous. I've had a situation in my life where it wasn't even about my application. So I'll tell you guys a story. I think I've already told you guys this story before. But before I go into the story time, I need everybody who is on this live right now, anyone who is in the chat, I need you to close your chat and go and hit that thumbs up button before I can give you guys this relaxer story time. Love your bang, Bob. It's bombing. Thank you. Thank you. It is on sale for $169.99, baby. EliteHairCareUSA.com. So yes, I need everybody to go and hit that thumbs up button right now. Even if you're not in the chat, please go and hit that thumbs up button. That tells YouTube that my channel is awesome. That's what keeps my channel moving and grooving. And it's free. For something that's free, you guys, I need y'all to go do it right now. It's not going to spam you. It's not going to do any of that. Which even if it did, it shouldn't matter. This is Elite. Come on now. Thank you to everyone who's already done it. We're going to wait until we get to 100 thumbs up before I give you guys this relaxer horror story. Right now we're at 68. I know we can get to 100. I know we can get to 100. I shouldn't even really have to be saying it. All right, we're at 82. We need 18 more. I need 100 plus. All right, we're at 86. Now, when I put my relaxer on, I always start in the more resistant areas, and then I work my way up or down to the more fragile areas. So I have her hair up here is where you were scratching, right? Mm-hmm. I'm not going to do up here. I'm going to do that part last on purpose, only because I know that she might have irritated that area. So we'll start inside this quadrant and then work our way down and then work my way back up. So we're at 91 thumbs up. I'm going to do a story time video with this story, but I'll tell you guys a little synopsis of it right now, or give you a little. We're at 98 thumbs up. Thank you, Pat. All right, we're at 102. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Shout out to everybody who has put in their thumbs up. I appreciate you guys. All right, so let's go into the story time. When I was younger, I'd say I was about 17 or 18 years old. I graduated high school at 17, and I ended up winning a scholarship essay contest to choose any degree program I wanted in a tech school of some sort. So I chose to go to cosmetology school because I knew how to do hair. And I said I wanted to get my license, and they would pay my tuition, which was about $10,000, and I would be able to go to school for free. My mom was highly upset, but she went along with it because she wanted me to go to university. But I knew that my mom could not afford a university at that time, and I've always been that caring child, and I didn't want to be the child that put my mother in any further debt because she was a single mom. At that time, my father was already in Jamaica. Anyway, one day my mom comes to me and she's like, Crystal, can you put this relaxer in for me? I said, sure, because, I know how to do relaxers. I'm going to school. I've been doing relaxers for forever, even before school. School don't teach you anything. School teaches you how to pass your state board, okay? You have to already have the gift of understanding hair before you do hair. School don't teach you how to do hair. Now, I hate to see people go to cosmetology school because they're going to learn how to do hair. That will never happen, okay? It's a gift that God puts in our hands, all right? Anyway, that day, I am in her kitchen, the same kitchen that you guys see me in on her lives. My mom still has that house, okay? I'm putting her relaxer on. I put it on with speed because I was also working under another stylist. So I knew what I knew. I knew how to apply my relaxer. I knew processing times, everything. Anyway, I put my mom's relaxer on and she's like, Crystal, I'm going to run outside and grab something. At that very moment, I'm a firm believer that when you have a relaxer on your head, you should not be out in the elements for any more than 5 to 6 minutes. You should also not be smoking any cigarettes when you have a relaxer in your hair, because remember that this is a chemical process and it is a flammable chemical process, okay? And then going outside in the heat can also accelerate your relaxer, or even going outside in the cold can de-accelerate your relaxer and slow the process down. My mom says she's going to run outside into the yard and grab something. I don't know what. So I'm like, well, mommy, let's wait until your relaxer processes and then you go outside. She's like, no. I'm just going to go. Actually, she was going to get the clothes off the line. My mom is a real old school Jamaican. She still believes in hanging clothes on the line. Not now, but back then. She did not believe in using the dryer to the point where the dryers would rot because we weren't using it. We had to use the line and hang out our clothes. That's neither here nor there. All right, so she go outside. About 2 to 3 minutes later, I go outside and I say, Mommy, come inside, Mommy, so I can wash your hair out. Oh, no, I'm fine. Just give it a few more minutes. I want it to be straight. Okay? I want it to be straight. That's all my mom said. Give me a few minutes. I want it to be straight. A few minutes in my mind is one when it comes on to a relaxer. Okay? I'm very, very timid when it comes to relaxers and processing. Anyway, a few minutes, which is a minute or two, goes by. I go out there again and I say, Mommy, come inside so I can wash out the relaxer. My mom responds and says, I'm okay. It's okay. It's not done processing yet. When she says that, I'm like, nah, okay, Mommy. It got to the point where I kind of had to raise my voice and tell my mom, I'm like, Mommy, come inside, Mommy. You need to go wash out your hair. Mind you, we're at about 20 minutes of this relaxer being in her hair, and I've gone outside at least 5 times asking her to come inside so that we could wash out her hair. Anyway, she finally comes inside. She's like, well, Crystal, instead of you washing my hair out in the sink, I'm just going to go bathe and wash it out at the same time. Give me the neutralizer and the conditioner. So I give it to her, and I'm sitting in the kitchen. I'm on my phone, waiting on her to rinse her hair out and bathe, and then I'll go ahead and style her hair and everything. So she goes in the room, mind you, she goes in the room and still takes her sweet time getting herself prepared to go into this shower. She finally goes into the shower, and I don't know if she decided to bathe first or rinse the relaxer first. I don't know which one came first, but all I know is I heard the most horrific scream my mother has ever made. There's only 2 times my mother has ever screamed this way. One, when my brother was being sentenced to how many years or decades in prison. And 2, when she was rinsing out this relaxer. She lets out this scream. I drop my phone and I run to her room. And I'm like, what happened? What happened? I pull the shower curtain back. And when I look on the ground, all her hair is in the shower. And she's crying. And she's like, it's coming out. It's coming out. She lost all her hair that day. She looked worse than a Cynthia doll on Rugrats that day. Okay? Like, I cried for my mother that day. I cried like a baby. And at that very moment, when my mom finally rinsed it out, we neutralized it twice. I jumped in the shower with her with my clothes on, trying to help her rinse this relaxer out really, really quickly. And inside my head, I'm in tears because I'm like, my mom just lost all her hair. Like, I'm emotional just saying it out loud because I can still remember that day. And when I tell you devastation for me, it was devastating for me. Because she was crying, I was crying, and I'm like standing there like, what do I do? What do I do? Anyway, after she finally gets out of the shower and we finally calm down, she's like, okay, Crystal, what can we do about this? Well, my mother was the first person I ever made a wig for in my entire life. I learned how to make a wig that day. We went to the beauty supply. I bought hair. I bought a cap. And I improvised and figured out how to make a wig for my mom so that she could wear this wig until her hair grew back. Thank God my mother's hair is, I don't know what Indian is in her family because we all got this hair. Well, her hair grew back in a matter of weeks. But of course it's going to grow back nice and short. My mom's texture has always been fine textured, so it grew back short and curly. And then she decided one day that she was going to just embrace the short and she didn't want it to grow long anymore because she didn't really care for it. So she wore the wig. So every 2 weeks I would make her a quick weave wig where she could take it off at night. And then we would take care of her hair. We would wash her hair, whatever. And it didn't stop us from relaxing her, but that was traumatizing for us. Not even for just her, for me as her daughter who put it in. And I still to this day can remember the scream. And I can tell you everything from that very moment. So I say that to say this, where people don't understand how relaxers are. Relaxers are dangerous, you guys. And if you're not doing this the right way, if you're not taking care in what you're doing, you can easily lose all your hair. And if it's bad enough, you can stunt the growth of your hair and it never come back. Okay, thank God that did not happen to my mother. That didn't happen to her. Her hair definitely grew back. It's growing back now. You guys saw me put crochets in her hair. My mother has cut her hair off 1,000,000 times since then, and her hair always grows right back. So I'm thankful that we have that type of hair because not everybody is as fortunate as that. How you feeling?
It's
on fire?
a little tingle on that side.
Where?
Over where you were just at.
Right
on
here?
The right side.
Over here?
Uh-huh.
Okay, we'll go to the shampoo bowl anyway. I can rinse that side because back there's processed.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Anyway, you guys, yeah, so that is why I am so big on leaving relaxing to a professional. This is why I am so big on making sure that people understand that, yes, I want it to be processed, but there's a time limit to a lot of these things. This is not something that you play with. Relaxer is a form of hair remover if used the wrong way or even in the right way. If you want it to remove your hair, it can remove your hair. If you want it to straighten your hair, it can straighten your hair. Relaxers can be mimicked or manipulated in so many ways. It can make your hair curly. It can make your hair straight. It can take your hair out. It can also leave your hair nice and wavy enough where it's more texturized. Relaxer is not a game. And this is why I tell people all the time, listen, do not play with this relaxer. Get it done by a professional. Make sure that you are getting it done by a professional. It's super important. Hold on, Mama. Okay. Lift the leg there.
Okay, yeah, because this new for me, this is a nice beer.
Oh, you ain't tried this shit yet, have you?
I like this. It's fun.
Thank you. Okay, push back. Right? Yep, push. Okay. No, pull the leg all the way back.
Down.
Yep, go here, pop. There you go.
Okay.
It keeps your body straight.
Sure does.
Okay, so for me, relaxer, it's over here.
Mm-hmm.
Relaxer is not something that you play with. Okay, so I'm one of those people, when I'm doing a relaxer, I answer my phone and stuff like that, but you see all that stopping and, oh, let me run outside to my car, I'll be right back. No, baby. I don't even play like that. I'm going to finish this relaxer application first. Push back in the bowl as much as you can. Okay. I'm going to finish this relaxer application first. Once I'm finished with the application, it stopped.
Okay. Good.
It stopped burning?
Yeah.
Okay. Once I'm finished with this relaxer application, then I'll do everything else. I will start a client in between, but I'm not going to sit here and play with my client's hair knowing what I know about relaxer. Now, that is not to say, oh, this is why you need to go natural. That's foolishness. You do whatever works for you, okay? I don't care about that. I'm team whatever you want to be, whether it be relaxed or natural. I love my relaxer. I have no plan of ever going natural. Stop talking to me about it. I don't care for it. It's not for everybody. Some of you go natural with the wrong intentions and then wonder why your hair is more jacked up when you're natural than when you're relaxed. Because relaxed hair requires delicacy. It requires you to take care of it. It's not a leave and go thing. Natural hair, y'all just act like the hair is not even there. Y'all act like it's not even there. I done lost that much weight that this skirt will not stay up. Listen, thank you, Jesus. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna rinse out in here when you say you were scratching.
Yeah, that's hard.
It's burning?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's starting to.
We're gonna rinse the whole thing. I'm just gonna
Oh, I know you are. You good.
So yes, that is my relaxer story time. As to why I am the way I am when I'm doing relaxers, why I take so much pride in hair care and regrowth and revival and strengthening the hair, why my products are the way they are, because I've had traumatic experiences with all of these things. I used to have a jerry curl in school. I know what it's like to be bullied. My own family members were bullying me with my own jerry curl to the point where I let my hair dry out on purpose and would put it in a ponytail, not knowing that it was going to break right off. Just because I didn't want anybody to know that I had a jerry curl. So Elite Hair Care was bred from a lot of trauma. A lot of trauma. That's why it's such a strong brand now. Crystal, you are right. I take less care of my natural hair than when I was relaxed. Absolutely. It's the truth. You know why? Because you know that relaxed hair is fragile. You know that relaxed hair can't take any and everything. Okay? You know that. That natural hair, you think that it's invincible. Y'all act like the natural hair is a Hummer in the Army. Okay? Y'all don't care about nothing. Y'all just look at it like it's going into battle every day. You can't do that with relaxed hair. Relaxed hair will humble you really quickly. It will remind you, stop playing with me. Okay? It will remind you, okay, you want to play? All right, good. Let me show you what I can do. This is why I tell people, like, all that, oh, I'm going natural because the world told me it makes sense. Nah. Because that's stupid. Push back, Mama.
Yeah, I didn't think I was in a good one. Like my little bit of stuff.
Turn to the side for me.
Okay. Yeah, that feels better.
But it's true. People with natural hair be acting like their hair, like they are Navy SEALs. Come on now, like act like y'all care about your hair. I get more jacked up natural hair than I do relaxed. And that's not to say I need everybody to go get a relaxer. Absolutely not. I'm not saying that at all. You do whatever works for you. But baby, don't be mad at someone who chooses to not do what works for you. When I relax my client's hair, I keep it loose so the hair can oxidize. Correct. Yes, you are right about everything you said. Absolutely, Janice. And oxidizing is a part of the process. For those who don't know what oxidizing is, that basically means the processing or the opening of the bonds and the chemicals and it pulling everything together to now become a relaxer. Everything is chemically made. Okay? Colors oxidize. The moment you mix them, they start to work. Relaxers do the same. How you feel?
Oh, it feels good.
Better?
Mm-hmm.
Let me take my watch off because I feel like I can't like get behind your neck for some reason because I'm scared my watch gets wet.
Take your watch out.
I gotta take it off so I can feel like I'm shampooing. Come back.
Right.
Push back as much as you can. Let me get the back of this neck.
Right.
Okay, there we go.
Okay.
I've been watching you and I've learned so much on hair. I have thinning spots. in the top of my head, trying to get it to thicken up. So I'm natural, and I love your tutorials. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. For those of you that just joined, don't forget that our Memorial Day weekend sale is going on. We launched it a week early. So all of our hair care products are 40% off. No code is needed. All of our flat irons are $10 off. And then we also have $169.99 for the wig you guys see me wearing. Yes, again, this is a wig, you guys. This is our wig. There you go. Sorry, guys. So, no, what I was saying is, yes, this is a wig. Okay? It is 100% glueless. There is no lace to cut. None of that. When you get it, you can cut the bangs if you need to cut the bangs. I cut my bangs yesterday about half an inch, maybe, not even that much. And then from there, I wore my wig. I put it on. I didn't even put makeup on today. Your girl's just looking super fabulous. Feeling super fabulous. You know why? Because I've been intermittent fasting and I've lost a total of 11. No, I'm at 201 today. 13 pounds in a week and a half.
That's awesome.
I've lost 13 pounds in a week and a half. I'm fasting right now. My fast ends at 3 o'clock. So I'm doing a 16-8 schedule. On one of the days, I actually did a 19-5 schedule. And it worked out really well for me. What state are you in? I'm in Florida. Okay, I look beautiful. Thank you so much, you guys. Compliments are always accepted. I would never say no. Tell you how? Okay, so number one, I'm going to tell you guys the biggest part of it. I am insulin resistant. If you don't know what that is, go and look it up. It goes hand in hand with thyroid disease. Hold on one second. I think that might be my baby. Hey, you at the back door? Okay, I'm coming. Close this one. Good? Just sit in the front for me, okay? Okay. Somebody else could call me. Oh no. So what she has on her hair right now is the conditioner, you guys. This is still not the time for her to be scratching because this is not neutralized hair, okay? So keep that in mind that this is not the time for you to scratch your hair. You have to wait until the hair is neutralized or normalized. Just send that to my mom. Anyway, what I was saying was I'm insulin resistant, you guys. I'm actually launching a weight loss clinic with one of my very best friends because we see that this definitely works. And this is something that I've always been passionate about. If you know how Crystal became the weight loss queen and the FDA coming after me, then you'll understand why I said this has always been a passion of mine. Because I used to have a weight loss company for many, many years. Anyway, so with me being insulin resistant, I have to take, you can either use Mounjaro, I've used Trulicity, you can use semaglutide, you can use any one of those. And I take one shot a week. But because insurance doesn't cover it anymore, since Oprah and the Kardashians decided to tell the world that they were doing this, so now I have to pay for the compounded version of this because my insurance, even with me being pre-diabetic, my insulin is over 100, you guys. Okay? Your insulin is supposed to be an 18. Actually, it's supposed to be a 12. But I was able to get it down to an 18 right before I had the baby. And that is when I started noticing that I was no longer having a lot of the hypothyroid situations that I was having. Because if you guys don't know, I also don't have a thyroid. My thyroid was removed over 11 years ago because I had a nodule on it. And the nodule was the size of a golf ball. And they didn't know if it was cancerous because of the type of cells that were in it. So the suggestion was to just remove the whole thing, because eventually I would grow a nodule on the other side and have to do the process again. And lo and behold, I listened to my doctor at that time, and I did do the whole thing. And because where the thyroid is, a part of the thyroid falls behind your voice box. It falls right behind your vocal cords, and a lot of your very important nerve endings are there as well. So there is a piece that was left. It was no more than about this big, like literally like that small. Do you know that I still grew a nodule on that piece? So he's been watching that piece for many years, seeing if I have any thyroid antibodies to make sure that I wasn't having that situation again. Because guess what? It still grew a nodule on a piece that is less than a centimeter wide. Right? So hypothyroidism and insulin resistance kind of go hand in hand, which is why an endocrinologist specializes in the liver, the endocrine system, liver, kidney, thyroid, diabetes, all of that is all in there. So your girl is pre-diabetic. I've been pre-diabetic for a very long time, which is why you guys always see my weight go up and down, which is why you guys always see today I'm big, tomorrow I'm skinny, next year I'm slim, 2 years from now I'm big. I've had surgery, meaning lipo. I've done lipo 3 times. I've had a tummy tuck once. I've done a lot. And at the end of the day, it still falls right back down to the main part. I got to be healthy. I got to be healthy. And every time I've looked at myself on camera lately, I don't recognize myself. I haven't recognized myself. I don't know who is this person on the camera. I just look like a big old whale. And we're our worst critic, but that's just me. I can say that about myself. You can't say that about me, but I can say that about me. Right? So I decided to get really into it. Like, I've been taking the shots for a while. But here's the thing. The shots are going to help. Okay? So I'm doing terazeptide. They're going to help. Right? But they're not going to change anything until you make the changes. So the change is going to be your diet, what you're eating, when you're eating, how you're eating. So I decided to do intermittent fasting with one of my very good friends, who is also now my partner. That's why we're launching the clinic together. And this is a telemedicine clinic, by the way. So it's not a physical clinic that you have to walk into. It's a telemedicine clinic. So we both are doing 2 totally different things. So she's doing HCG, where she lost 14 pounds in a whole week. Okay? She's doing the HCG shots, where she gives herself a shot every day, and then she limits herself to 500 calories. I don't know how many calories I'm eating. I'm not doing that. So I do my regular terazeptide shot. And then I still, of course, take my thyroid medicine every morning. But the intermittent fasting is what has definitely made a difference. Okay? That is what made a huge difference. You were able to get 3 months of Zepbound for $25. Okay, so here's the problem. Zepbound is on back order. And Zepbound, if it's not covered by your insurance, you pay $550 per month. So that is the issue with Zepbound. But because everybody knows that Zepbound is on back order, no one can get it. So I still have to go the compound route. Not all compound pharmacies give good products. Some of them are filled with saline. Some of them are filled. Okay? So that's my story behind why I'm intermittent fasting. I can honestly say it is definitely a difference because I'm a nighttime snacker. I wake up around 2, 3 o'clock and my brain says, Crystal, you know you want to eat 2 popsicles. You should go eat them. They taste nice. Crystal, you know you want these popsicles. Crystal, you see those chips in the fridge or in the cabinet? Let's try them because they look good. Ooh, there's a soda there? Yeah, let's go drink that soda. That's my body and how it talks. Okay? And if your body talks to you like mine, don't wonder why you just gaining weight, gaining weight, gaining weight, gaining weight. But since I've started the intermittent fasting, I am not enthused to get up in the middle of the night. So you got to know what time your body is working for fasting. That's one thing that I had to figure out. So now I fast from 11 p.m. to 3 p.m. every day. And I eat from 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. That's how I was able to do mine, because I know that I'm a nighttime eater. So I had to make sure that when I did this, I want to make sure that it's going to make sure, I want to make sure that it is not going to hurt me more than help me. If I know that I'm a nighttime eater, why am I going to fast at night? You must be on drugs. You're going to starve to death. Okay? Now I'm using the B7 shampoo as her final shampoo on purpose. I don't like the smell of relaxer, and I also wanted to introduce some strengthening properties to her hair after normalizing her. So this is the B7 that I'm using, and then I'm going to condition her with the B7 conditioner before I put her under the dryer to dry. Okay? And I'm using warm water through this entire process. So if you guys notice, I've done 3 shampoos, 2 normalizers, and then the last shampoo is the B7. You can also do your last shampoo as the Hair Repair and Revive 2.0, or you can use the Mended. I highly recommend either B7 or the Hair Repair and Revive, because those are going to give you those strengthening properties without making the hair hard. Push back. Try not to wet your back. They say you have beautiful brows with your relaxer. They say you got beautiful brows with your relaxer.
Thank you.
All right, you guys, I'm putting some B7 conditioner. This is not the mask. This is just the regular conditioner. As you guys know, our B7 collection has a mask and it also has a conditioner. You're going to use which one caters more towards your hair type. If you are natural and low porosity, I would recommend the mask before the conditioner. If you are high porosity or chemically processed like her, then I recommend the conditioner, because you don't need that heavy of a conditioner for your hair to soften up. Okay, tilt up for me. Let me show y'all how soft this hair is. Okay, that's how soft the B7 makes the hair. Like silk. You ever got a relaxer and your hair still feels hard? It can. All right, so I'm going to use cool water now to rinse her. This is our final rinse. How do you make lightened hair healthy? A good hair regimen, good product. Make sure that you're washing and conditioning every 2 weeks. You're deep conditioning at that. Sit up for me, mama. Deep conditioning is very important. If you are lightened and natural, I would say to use our Moist Repair. If you're lightened and relaxed, I would say to use our Hair Repair and Revive. What's in my chair, mama? And then stylists, just remember to always wipe down your bowl after a client, specifically when you do a relaxer. Why? Because there could be some residual relaxer on the bowl, and you go and shampoo a client, and then all of a sudden, guess what? There's relaxer on the back of their neck. So super important. All right, so let's go to the front. I'm going to comb her down and put her under the dryer. Y'all want to see how I answer my mom? Hold on. Michelle's Verizon phone that she don't pay for.
Is there anything else you need?
No. I don't want no milk either, mommy.
Okay.
Just give me, no, Mom, give me a half a gallon of whole milk. Just a half gallon.
Okay.
Okay?
And then, all right, then I'm just going to let them run everything off. It's no expired.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, good job. Bye.
Bye.
That's my mother. I give her trouble. One thing with the intermittent fasting, though, I drink tea because if not, gas will kill you. Okay, so her relaxer is officially done. So what I'm going to do is spray her down with our new Hydra Strength Leave-In Conditioner 2.0. Okay? Don't get too heavy-handed, you guys, with the leave-ins because they can cause buildup on the hair. You just want them to be a leave-in, but you shouldn't feel like you have a ton of product on your hair. Okay? Lastly, because I know that I'm going to be using the flat iron, I'm going to be using our Shield Heat and Humidity Protectant Spray. I'm going to use this lightly. So this is a heat protectant spray that we will use to help protect my client's hair when it's time for the blow dry. Even though I know that her hair is fine with the leave-in conditioner, I like to add that added protection. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and part her out. And then, of course, we're going to start from her ends and work our way up just to make sure her hair is nice and straight when it comes time for us to style her. Keep in mind, you guys, the hair for a relaxer should not be bone straight. It's supposed to have some elasticity in it, or you can call it the S pattern. If it's bone straight, you basically have taken all of the life out of the hair. Okay? So it still should have some elasticity. It still should have some bounce to it, which is why my client's hair is just growing like weeds. Okay? And that's how you keep that volume and that body in the hair. Even though you might be fine textured, you can still leave a little bit of texture in the hair. Okay? It doesn't hurt. I know some of you are like, oh, my roots are like not bone straight. That's not how this works. It's not supposed to be bone straight. It's supposed to have a S pattern, meaning you are protecting the coil. There's elasticity in the hair. If there is no elasticity, that hair snaps easily from anything that you do. Okay? So just like that, you're going to comb it down. She'll go under the dryer. You can use a little bit of our Elite Silk Wrap Foam should you want it to be even straighter. All right. So she's going to go under the dryer. Come on, Mama. You have a solid line or a freehand? Same style? Let me see the back part. I'll just cut some of this off because this hair is growing so much. How did it
Did good.
It did good. It looks good. It looks like it held on with no problem. Proud of you, girl. Come on. Hold on 1 second. Let me dry this part of the chair off. No, don't sit. You can come. I'm just drying this off. Okay, Mama, go ahead and have a seat for me. So we are going to do a alopecia weaving service on my client here, but I'm going to cut down her nape area, get all of this prepared, and then we will go from there with her style. Good. Good. Yes. Pretty short. Thank you. So cute. Okay, so back here is definitely long. We're gonna cut that down just a little bit. I like to use my clippers to do it because it makes it a lot sleeker later on. But I gotta find my clippers. Ask me where my clippers are. I don't know. Ah, here they are. All right, so we're gonna cut this part down in the back. And then from there, we're gonna add just a little bit of relaxer right here. On her sides, I'm not really gonna mess with her sides. Her sides are fine. So just back here, okay? Chin down for me. All right, so for this area back here, I'm actually using a mild fiber guard. Chin down for me, because back here I don't really need a lot. She has fine textured hair, so this is just gonna allow it to lay. Because remember, whenever you're doing an alopecia weaving service, you guys, we are blending her hair with extensions. It's easy to blend with extensions, but you have to make sure that your hair is laying down enough to actually blend. So this is why with this service, I mean, in any shortcut, the sides and the back will be relaxed way more than any other part of the head. And does that make it unhealthy? No, because every time you cut it down, you cut off all the relaxed hair. Most of the relaxed hair is gone. So we're basically back at her virgin hair. This is all her new growth. That's why with shortcuts, you always notice that you relax more. Because every time you cut it, you're going back down to the virgin part of the hair. All right, so we're gonna just let this process for a moment. Her crown area, which is where the current alopecia weaving service is, that area is going to be washed off when we are rinsing out her relaxer. So let me see if you guys have any questions that I can answer in the meantime. You feeling okay, Mama? Okay. Good morning, beautiful queen. Can I use the low porosity cream and low porosity mask for a cocktail? No, the cream is a leave-on cream. That's a styling cream. That is for after the fact. So you don't mix that with your mask because you're not supposed to rinse the cream off. How to tone my gray hair down after around the edges. I use the color plum on my hair, sort of red looking color. I need to tone it down some. Please help. So you're going to go one shade darker than the tone that you just used. One shade darker than the tone that you just used. Glow restock is coming. Glow restock is coming. Give us some time. Now, there's over 500 people on this live, but there's only 177 thumbs up. If you haven't already, please go hit the thumbs up button. Thank you. Like, if you haven't already, go hit the thumbs up button. It's free. All right, good. Is wrapping mousse or foam good to use regularly? It depends on what you mean regularly. Good morning, Crystal. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I need some help with my natural hair. Can you please give me some suggestion? Well, you got to tell me what's wrong with it first or what's going on. I have natural hair and I need a dryer. Never bought one before. Went to a barber for over 20 years. I love your products and noticed that a dryer is needed. So please help me on a fixed income. The Blessed 1427, Walmart actually sells an Andis dryer. It's made by Andis. The dryer was $30. Or you can go on Amazon and buy a sit under dryer. They really are no more than about $30. That's probably the best you'll find. Do you still sell the Shine Booster? Not right now. How do you like the babyless clippers? I love the babyless clippers, but those are actually H2 Pro. How can I get rid of fungus on the scalp? A dermatologist. Chin down for me. If you have fungus on the scalp and you know you have fungus on the scalp, I'm going to need you to go see a dermatologist. Some things can't be handled at home. And just keep in mind that if you have a fungus on your scalp, that came from somewhere. You more than likely need to go get some antibiotics or some antifungals. But that's not something that I would try to say to treat on your own at home. I don't care if you go to the urgent care. You got to go somewhere, though. Will you put your paddle brush on sale? I don't have any more paddle brushes right now. My name is Sheila. I'm bald-headed on top. How can I grow my hair back? Well, it depends on why you bald-headed on top. Some people, it can't grow back. So I don't want to say it can't, but I don't know. The Blessed 1427, try Walmart first. Try Walmart first. It's so cheap. I actually have the Andis one, and it's slim. It's not big and bulky. It's the slim one. So the hood of it is actually like a vinyl, and it has a tube on it. You don't attach a blow dryer or anything. The blow dryer part or the dryer part is a part of the actual kit, and then you just plug it in and you sit with it on your head, and it has straps to hold it down. It keeps the air from burning your ears, all that stuff. And then at the same time, that particular dryer is slim. It looks like a lunchbox. It looks like a lunchbox. Uh-huh. All right, I'm going to check her hair out really quickly. Let's go to the shampoo bowl, mama. So we're going to go over to the shampoo bowl. I told you guys, relaxers don't take long to process. Like people don't sometimes understand that. That hair is already straight. My hair is short, and I don't know what to use to make it soft. When you say make it soft, why is it hard? Like, make me understand when you want to say make it soft. Yeah, the Andis dryer is really nice. I have a full head of gray salt and pepper hair. What should I use to dye it black? It depends. If you're trying to do a demi or a semi or what. Hold on, mama. Hold on 1 second. Okay, baby. Come on back. Oh, yeah, you gotta push your whole body back. There you go. How's that? Mm-hmm. Good? Okay. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and start. My hair is beautifully thick, naturally very hard. How can I soften? So the only way to physically soften it and keep it soft would be a texturizer. That's the only thing that's going to make it stay soft. But you can also just shampoo, condition, hydrate. Some people's textures are just not soft. They might just have coarse textured hair. All right, so what I'm doing first is rinsing off the relaxer. And then from there, just keep your head straight, mama. Then from there, I'm going to rinse off the top part, which is where the alopecia extensions are. But the relaxer is all rinsed off. I love your hair. The bob really suits you. Thank you. What is your suggestion for curly keratin treatments? I don't like keratin treatments. I don't do keratin treatments because I know over time they damage ethnic hair. Our hair can't sustain that. Okay, so what I'm doing is just using my hands to manipulate the area where the weaving service was. Okay. You see how easy it comes off? As long as you have good protection, it will come off super easy. Now there's one track that was around the sides. I'm going to actually remove that track with normalizer when I'm normalizing her head, because that track was a blending track, so it wasn't a part of the top part, but it'll come right off. I just have to make sure. I like to use shampoo and make it nice and soft, and then it just slips off. But as you guys can tell, she got hair up here. I know under there was super itchy. She about to be so excited for this scratch. I just want to normalize her first, and then I'll go in. So that is the whole weaving piece. Now, because I know that she's had the top covered up for oh so long, I like to take our Soothe and Balance pre-treatment, and in the crown area, I'll put some up there and spread it just to help with any form of itchiness and soothe that area before I give her the crystal scratch. Her blood is like, ooh. Like, yes. When they get quiet, that's when you know. How's that? Good?
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to rinse her off, and we're going to normalize her again. We'll just let that sit for 1 second while I rinse out my comb. It's still itchy, or is this?
It's good.
You guys see? Hair is there, and it was all covered up. How long have you had the one you just had?
5 weeks, I think she said.
5 weeks. And that thing was still intact. All right, we're going to normalize her again. With her normalizer, I'm going to add some of the Hair Repair and Revive Shampoo 2.0. Bonica, can you go open the back door for me?
Okay.
Hi, Miss Andrea. I'm fine, thank you. You can just sit in the front, okay?
Okay.
Is it good to relax short hair every 2 months? Yeah, I don't even know how you made it 2 months. Crystal, you look so beautiful. The hair looks amazing. You do amazing work. I wish I were closer to you. Nobody around here does work that you do. Thank you. I'm actually going on tour later this year. So you guys look out for those dates. Of course, I'll do Atlanta. Of course, I'm doing New York. And of course, I'm doing LA. And then I said I would put 1 or 2 more places in between that. All right, so we're going to go ahead and condition her. I'm going to use our Hair Repair and Revive 2.0 conditioner. Okay, so we're going to put this baby on. Let that sit for a minute or two. Where in NYC? Brooklyn, of course. Brooklyn, of course. I always end up working in Brooklyn. It's the easiest borough to get to. Tilt up just a little bit. All the way up. Feeling okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. No itchiness, right?
No.
Just combing through it. Okay, Mama, go sit in my chair, okay? Thank you. All right, guys, let's go to the front, get her prepared. Hey, I gotta call you back on that one. Miss Andrea, what's up?
How are you?
I'm alright. Can't complain.
Blowing.
Yeah, girl. Yeah. You know I ain't gonna hang out all day now.
Finish out today.
Come on now. Hold on, guys. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and get her molded for her weaving service. All right, so I'm gonna clean up here because this area is going to remain short. Okay, when you're doing the alopecia weaving service, the only time I protect length is when I know that I have to over manipulate an area. If not, I'm going to make sure that the weave itself is matching her length rather than me trying to match her length to the weave. Weave can be manipulated. I can only manipulate her hair but so much. So I'm going to make sure that I use her hair as my guide rather than the weave. All right. So we're going to go ahead and start the protection process up here. Now I like to use gel as my base because gel is water soluble. It gets slimy, but it also gets hard. So it's going to create a shell. Come on, my chin back. So what I'm doing, I'm using the black papers because what I saw when I was taking her original unit off is that I feel like it needed just a little bit darker color paper. So I'm using my black strips instead. They do the same thing, they're just not as thin as the end papers. But this is gonna do the same thing, if not better. And then the gel just allows it to get hard and stay in place. So this is layer 1 and 2 of protection.
Huh? Oh.
She like, what? But then Dre, you can come. Let me blow off the chick. All right, my final client.
Oh,
It's an early day.
short.
It is.
That's good.
It's growing wrong.
Look at this. Man.
No, I always think something. Okay, you guys, so we are going to do a level 10 color on Miss Andrea's hair. The level 10, it's not going to change her color per se. It's just going to help to blend those grays and make them look like highlights without us even trying. So it's just going to give her a more blonde effect. But this is a 10 in, so this is a 10 natural. Okay, 10 natural has a little more deepness to it, rather than being a 10G. 10G is a more golden color, so I'm using a 10 in. And then it's going to also help with those highlights. It's going to tone them, make everything just kind of smooth, and get rid of a lot of this gray. We've tried semi-permanent. Please don't waste your time. It does nothing for her hair, literally. It literally rinses right back off. All right, so we're going to go ahead and put her cape on. Now with this, because I'm using a 10 volume, which is a very low level volume, this is still considered a permanent color, you guys. So I don't wash the hair before I do this. What I am going to do is I'm going to cut her down because she likes her hair nice and short. So I'm going to cut her down now, and then we'll put her color on. Chin down from the bottom. I mean, not cutting her down and then adding color, like I'm literally going to be putting color on here that I'm going to take off. It makes no sense. That's what your hair look like, weeds. Mm-hmm. We just cut her hair.
2 weeks ago.
Yes. And it looked like we didn't even touch it. I always try to cut her down because she was blessed with that kind of hair too. That grows extremely quickly. All right, you guys, we're gonna go ahead and apply her color. I'm gonna apply it to her sides and her back first, and then I'll apply it to the crown. So this color has already began oxidizing, so I have to be quick with my application. Keep in mind, guys, in color, when it comes on to hair color, you're really not supposed to mix color until you're ready to use it. In her case, I gave her a super quick haircut. But traditionally, I would wait until after I'm done cutting to go and mix my color because it has started to oxidize. And it does so very quickly. Now, this color is not going to make a huge difference in her color. It's really just gonna take care of those grays. Because her grays are getting on my nerve. It's really like she just got a whole sea of gray hair. I can't stand it. The good thing, Miss Andrew, she just let me do stuff. She don't really question it. She's like, okay. But a level 10, even a level 9, I could use a level 9 on her as well. I just felt like the level 9 might be a little too dark for what I'm trying to achieve, which is why I use the level 10, where I just wanted that faint blonde effect. Turn back. Oh, no, I'm here. Alexa, set timer for 25 minutes.
Good morning, Crystal. 25 minutes, starting now.
All right. Sandra, you can sit over there.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna finish up my client here. Just a reminder, you guys, this weekend starts the Memorial Day sale. All of our products are 40% off. And then our flat irons, they are $10 off. Prices already on the site or have already been adjusted in regards to the flat irons. And then, of course, the unit that I'm wearing that normally goes for $299 is on sale for $169.99. So go to elitehaircareusa.com. No code is needed for any one of these sales, okay? No code is needed. So I'm gonna blow dry her using our Platinum Turbo blow dryer for her ends. Okay, if you guys notice her hair is nice and silky, nice and straight, but still has a little bit of texture to it. That is exactly what we want. Miss Andrea, I see Miss Andrea getting her hair done. She's so friendly.
I feel the same way. Put my friend up there, but I don't. I just feel on the finger.
Yeah, she just let me go and do whatever I want. It don't matter. I think we built that trust by now. Good morning. Please advise If you plan on coming to New York, yes, I do. I'm kind of thinking about doing it in June, but I'm not sure. All right, so we are done blow drying her. I'm gonna go ahead and trim her. Chin down. All right, you guys. So we're gonna go ahead and curl her up. So I'm actually gonna use our Smooth by C EHC XL iron. Okay, we're gonna spray her with a little bit of Sebastian Shaper. And then I'm also gonna use some Goddess Polish. Hmm?
That smells like one of the shampoos.
The Goddess Polish?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that's like the hair repair and restore.
That's what it is. Okay. Smells really good.
Yeah, we use the same fragrance for both.
It smells
Chanel. So I'm curling her and pinning her. Kind of like a doobie. You guys remember those? Just to give her a little extra body. Natural hair is better, silk press or relax. That's a choice you'd have to make. There's no right or wrong answer to that. It's whatever works for you. Why is the biggest mistake to avoid? What is the biggest mistake to avoid when using relaxers? Her maintenance is key. Yeah, maintenance is definitely key. To me, the biggest mistake to avoid is leaving it on too long, thinking that you're doing yourself some justice, when actually you're creating a bigger problem. I'd rather under process than over process. Over process, you can't go backwards. Under process, I can fix. Looking at her makes me miss my hair being straight. Thank you. I got them longer this time. I missed having them longer. And I paid her, I think, $30 to do a design that I now know how to do myself. I would not. I'm like, man, I want these lines that I always see. They look 3D on everybody's fingers. I'm like, how much to do 2 fingers? She's like, $30. Why this lady took out the nail polish, the little line thing, and all she did was literally draw some little lines with the polish, take some clear acrylic and dust it on, and let it drop off, and then put my finger under the nail. Bro, watch me do this to myself. I refuse to pay another $30 to do this. I was super salty. I was like, wait, that's it? They made it sound like this is some super duper 3D art. No, baby. You took nail polish and dusted it with acrylic and then put my finger on the line. I said, okay. Same thing with the bedazzling. My daughter always wants bling fingers and all that. Listen, I went right on Amazon. I bought every color and still didn't spend $40. She spent $90 on some nails the other day. Now I'm all for everybody charging what they want to charge to do what they want to do, but for that, nah. Nah. I can't do my own acrylics. That I won't do. But you see, like all that bedazzling and all that stuff, I can sit down and watch TV and do it to myself. I don't know how to paint, but I can bedazzle. I don't really want to do my own acrylic. I'm not into all of that. But like the bedazzling part, I'm a creative person. I actually like to sit there and do that kind of stuff. Like Adriana's doing her own custom Letterman jacket. And she's bedazzling all her patches. Which turned into me bedazzling all the patches. But it's exciting because she's like, Mommy, I want to do the whole... So she ordered custom patches from different places. And she got like all the stuff that she likes, and we laid it out on the jacket, and now we're bedazzling them patch by patch. So I'm trying to teach her. I'm like, hey, you can turn this into a business. She's like, okay, Mom. So we sat down and we did a price list and everything. And then Star taught her how to do Crocs, which is on my YouTube. She taught her how to do the Crocs. So that kind of helped with the bedazzling part of it, because it taught her how to do it. It taught her how to do the bedazzling. So shout out to Star, because she actually did that for the low. She did it for the free ski. And she did not have to, but I am so appreciative. She sat on that phone with her and taught her all the tricks to the trade. And that's something that you had to pay for, so I'm so appreciative. That's they gonna start. I'm gonna order one. I'm trying to tell Adriana, I'm like, girl, you better work on this. She just quit her job. She called me one day. She's like, "Ma, can I quit?" I said, "Why? What happened?" She's like, "This is the second week she hasn't put me on the schedule, Ma. I can't take this anymore." I'm like, "Sure." And in the back of my mind, I'm like, "Well, Crystal, make sure you tell her, like, Adriana, you can't keep quitting jobs. Okay, this was her first job that she quit. Now she ain't got no money." And she just used her last $35 on DoorDash yesterday. So she called me this morning, "Mom, I'm hungry." I'm like, "Where your money at?" "I used it." I said, "Well, that sounds like you need to get your job." So we gonna use our flow code. I'm like, I mean, for me, it's more like, okay, well, your job ain't paying nothing for me. You don't even pay your phone bill at this point. So if you want to quit, go ahead. But then I had to think about it. I'm like, okay, don't tell her to just think that she can quit everything. But that job in specific was already getting on my nerves because her grades were dropping. So I was gonna make her quit anyway. So I'm like, okay, yeah, you can quit. Go ahead, quit. And she's so much happier. At first, she was happy when she had started working, and then she quickly saw that working is not exciting. At first, it was, "Oh, Mom, I'm gonna see if I can pick up a couple shifts," and I'm like, "Okay." I said, "What you gonna do on the days when you don't even want to go to your own shift?" She's like, "It's never gonna be like that, Mom." Yeah, okay. Eventually, it came to, "Mom, can I call in?" "I want to go with y'all, Mom. Can I call in?" I want to go to New York. I could call in." It was so funny. All right, you guys. So my girl's relaxer is done. Okay, that is the purpose of leaving a lot of that volume, a lot of that body in her hair. A relaxer does not have to be dead straight and boring. Okay, you can still have extremely healthy hair and have a relaxer.
Thank you. I'm always like yours.
Oh.
Good. All right, we're gonna spray her with a little Sebastian shaper just so she can keep her shape for the day. And then when she wraps her hair, she'll still have a lot of volume, a lot of fullness. So that's really the purpose. All right, my love. Alexa, how much time is left? Alexa, how much time is left?
You have 10 seconds left.
You go to the
25
chef.
minutes time.
Alexa off. All right, I'm gonna go shampoo Miss Andrea. Miss Monica, I'll see you next time, okay? When you go out, close this door and then close the last door. Thank you so much, Mama. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and shampoo my client who we just did the color for. Put the arm all the way up. It's the arm there.
Oh.
Pull it all the way back.
Oh,
All right, and then push yourself back into the bowl. There you go. Slide on down. Okay, so we just did her color, which I told you guys that we were doing a level 9. See you, Mama. Have a good weekend. Okay. The purpose of this level 9 was really just to kind of get her grays in order and have them look like we actually did something to her hair. And then also it will help to tone her highlights and just kind of blend everything together, per se, where it looks like she has a highlight, a low light, and then, of course, her natural color. But you guys will see it in just a moment. So this is going to disguise a lot of the gray that she has. So we're gonna go ahead and shampoo her. So we're gonna shampoo her with our hair repair and restoration, or hair repair and revive 2.0. Okay. Remember, we did not shampoo her hair first because I did a permanent color. I'm shampooing her hair after. When will the mini release? Sometime in the later part of this year. This is their favorite part. They love this part. All right, come on back for me. Wow, Crystal, you really look good. That weight just melted off. It's melting. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Because I couldn't fit in this skirt for nothing the other day. What is the sale this weekend? So this is our Memorial Weekend sale. We started it early. Everything is 40% off. No code is needed. Our flat irons are $10 off. The price has already been adjusted. So the 1-inch iron is $69.99. And then the 2-inch or the XL, that is $79.99. And then the unit that you guys see me wearing, which some of you probably haven't seen it, the unit that you see me wearing, this is 100% glueless, 100% human, yaki straight. So if you see, it has a little texture to it like regular hair. This unit requires no customization at all. There's no lace to cut. There's none of that. And these units typically go for $299, but they're on sale during the Memorial Day sale for $169.99. Did I say to do a protein wash 3 weeks post-relaxer? 2 to 3 weeks. You can do it at your 2-week wash, or you can wait 3 weeks. It's your choice. Which product should I use for my hair? It's starting to thin a little around the edges, and it's really dry and won't keep moisture. So it sounds like you have somewhat low porosity hair. So I would say for the hairline to use the Edge Restoration. And then for the remainder of your hair, you can use the Moist Repair or the Low Porosity Collection. I'm Salt and Pepper Fro, and I asked before about combing the S curl for men because it's short. I mean, that's a decision you'd have to make. I'm not really sure about it. Do you have that wig in another color? Yes. It actually comes in a black and honey blonde, like a blend, where the bangs are still a little darker, and then the sides are actually honey blonde and black. So it's just like a highlight. I don't have on any makeup. Could you believe that? All I have on is lashes. And I did some clusters last night before I went to bed. I have no makeup on whatsoever. So shout out to the intermittent fasting and the eating a little bit better. I still eat now, don't get me wrong. But eating a little bit better, shout out to that, because it cleared my skin like crazy. Your girl is just glowing, and I did nothing. I used water. I didn't even use my own products today. I just used water. And I was rushing. All right, so I put some Hair Repair and Revive conditioner on her hair. Okay. So we're just going to comb through. Her hair is nice and soft. And then we're going to use cool water and rinse her. Oh, let me get this off. That's the only thing I hate about this thing. There we go. So we're going to use some cool water and rinse her off. Thank you, guys. So you guys know that me and my friend, which is my best friend, we are opening a telemedicine weight loss clinic. Because I've always had a passion for weight loss. I had a weight loss company for forever before I started doing Elite Hair Care. And she is a firm believer in HCG shots. I don't like them. I do the Teraziptide shots, which I have insulin resistance as well. So my insulin is extremely high. And my insurance won't cover it because I'm not diabetic. I'm pre-diabetic. So with that being said, I said, you know what? Since you don't want to help me, I'm going to help somebody else. And I'm just going to open a weight loss clinic for myself. Sit up for me. So pretty soon, you guys, that'll be coming where that's a telemedicine system. We're working with our practitioner right now to get all of that sorted out in regards to making sure that we can get your labs done and making sure that we can have a medical professional check over those labs to make sure you're healthy enough to do this. So it's super important. But you guys see that nice brown shade? Look at that. She finally got some color, y'all. Okay, because nothing works. I promise. Nothing. You see what I'm saying? Nothing works on her hair. Yeah, so our program is going to basically be where you get your meal plans. You also get your shots that you self-administer. They are super easy. It's an insulin-style needle. It doesn't really hurt at this point. I mean, I've been doing it so long. And I am not diabetic, per se, where I have to do it every day. I do 1 shot a week. I'm up to 10 milligrams now. I'm about to go up to 12.5. And then I also am doing intermittent fasting where I'm doing 16 hours fasting, 8 hours eating, and that has proven to work 100%, 110%. That's the part of the process that made it work. And I was able to drop these pounds. This is week 2. And I was 214 pounds when I started this. Even though I've been taking the shots for months. The shots don't do anything until you add your own things, like your responsibility, things that you're supposed to do, right? Eating right. The shots do nothing. So I just sprayed her with some of our hair repair and revive Hydra Strength leave-in conditioning spray. And then I'm going to mold her with our Elite Silk Wrap Foam. But yeah, the shots, the shots do nothing until you do something. So that's another reason why I tell people that shot is not a magic bullet, baby. You got to make changes with it. Hence the reason why I said a telemedicine weight loss clinic is going to be the goal. Because at the end of the day, a lot of people don't know the magic to this or the key to this. And if you don't change what you're eating or how you're eating, you're not going to be successful. The good thing is I still eat food with a ton of flavor. I'm not doing keto. I'm not doing any of that. I'm just eating foods in moderation that I still like. And at the same time, I'm not going overboard, and I'm fasting as well. Okay, I just had a red comb. I know it's gone. Oh, I got it. So I'm not doing any type of keto. I mean, I'm watching my carbs in a sense. I'm having no rice, no starches, like no potatoes. I'm lying. I actually had some potato in the soup last night, but the potato actually boiled out into the soup. So it's not like I was searching for the potato. I made a seafood boil for my kids the other night. I ate the shrimp. I mean, I'm still eating. I'm just eating within certain hours. And I stopped snacking at night, which was my biggest problem. Even the shots didn't stop me from snacking. It actually made it worse. I felt more hungry with the shots than I did appetite suppressant. So our program is going to come with all of that, where we're going to teach you the right way and at the same time help you to get over that plateau, help you to get over that hump of not being able to lose weight in everything that you do. But the only thing that we ask is that you have to be willing to make the changes. If you're not willing to make the changes, stop wasting your money. Wait until you're ready. It's a business, but this is a personal thing for me. I notice if I eat slower, it gives my body time to not feel hungry. It's not about eating slower. I'm gonna be honest. It's not about eating slower. It's about eating things in moderation. Eating slower, yeah, that's cool. It's gonna help. But really, it's the moderation that makes the difference. And cutting out all the carbs. It's the carbs, the soda, which was, you know what I got hooked to? The seltzer water. that has flavor in it. St. Croix or something in the little boxes. I drink one. Hold on, let me put this thing on. I drink one of those every day because I really want it. So I'll drink it with my dinner. But it's water. It has no sugar, no nothing. But it satisfies the urge of that fizz that I want. But I'm still able to do it in a healthier way. So that doesn't mean that you gotta cut everything out. I know there's some people, oh, you gotta stop this. When you start telling yourself that you gotta stop a lot of things, that's when you're not successful because you talk yourself out of it. Oh man, I can't eat this. Oh man, I can't do that. Listen, I had some Jack Daniels the other night. Not Jack Daniels, Johnny Walker. And baby, I had no problem drinking it. And then the next day I fasted. So I was fine. Like, I didn't stop my life. I just did things in moderation, and it's helped in just 2 weeks. And I've been on these shots for months. Oh. Sandra, I'm gonna have you sit here.
Okay.
So you guys will get more information about that soon. It's just kind of giving you guys an idea of what's to come. Since my sleeve, I didn't drink soda at all 4 years in, but I want to sign up to keep my weight down. Honey, definitely. Seltzer, I know it sounds nasty, but to be honest, if you're really telling yourself in your mind that you're doing it just because you want to just fulfill the urge of the fizz that you want, you start not even caring that it's seltzer. I'll go and get one, drink half, and then I'm good to go. Like, you start saying, like, okay, it's nothing. It's nothing. All right, so I'm working with the longer hair today in the pack, but I'm gonna cut it down before I even lay it on her head because it's gonna make it super easy for me to work with. So I'm just gonna straighten it out a little bit just so I can cut into it and make it short. All right, so we're gonna cut this baby down real easy. Sorry, mama. There we go. Now this piece that we're gonna have on the side, I'm not gonna cut because I use this to help with the sideburns. What's the purpose of the shots? To lower my insulin. So I'm insulin resistant, plus my insulin is extremely high. So I'm pre-diabetic. My A1C is high. All of these different things are high. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and start applying her tracks, which I kind of pre-cut them. Even though they're not super short, I still pre-cut most of it. So I lay my tracks pretty quickly. So I know some of you are gonna be like, wait, she putting all that glue on her hair? Yeah, it's not touching anything. It is not touching anything, I promise. We're gonna need a new box. The next one, okay. Okay. Now I can't use that really short one. That one, it don't lay too well. The little pack that's left in the box, it don't lay as well as it would. But you have more than enough to do the second one. But we'll use another box.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You can get the shorter one too. There's a shorter box to this if you want. If they have it. If not, don't worry about it. You can get the same one. It's the same company, same look. The box is just smaller. I think it's like 246 or 234 or something like that. Thank you. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and close out this piece here. So I'm gonna go ahead and create my area. Allow that area to get nice and tacky. Where am I located? I'm in Florida. Where's everybody else from? You guys drop where you're from in the comments. I'm planning my tour, so I would love to see where everybody is from. Also, if you haven't done so already and you just start watching, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button for me. And a reminder that our Memorial Day sale is going on, where all of our Elite Hair Care products are 40% off. No code is needed. Flat irons are $10 off. They are already priced as marked. And then the unit that you guys saw me wearing or see me wearing normally is $299. They are on sale for $169.99 during our Memorial Weekend sale. All right, so I'm gonna create my closure piece now. I like to create my closure piece off the head after I know this is dry. Okay, so how you create your closure piece is really simple. So I put some glue and I just begin rolling. Okay, you want it to be nice and flat. So when you're doing this, you don't want it to be really tight or it's gonna be too big. Okay, so I like to do mine slightly loose, if you can see, because I'm gonna open this and make it flat. I'm not gonna go too much farther on this. Okay, so that's how you create your closure piece, but we're not stopping there. Okay, we're now gonna go into the middle of the closure and we're gonna make this flat. I'm gonna find my middle, wherever I see it, right there. Okay, so I'm gonna make it flat. I'm gonna take my flat iron and I'm just gonna put it on there and squeeze it and make this as flat as possible in the middle. Okay, no product, no nothing, just the glue and the hair, and I'm just gonna squeeze it and just make my way around until I see that it's flat all over, because you want it to lay flush with the head. Okay, so that's how it's gonna look when you're done. And because it's nice and hot, I'm gonna add a dab of glue there and I'm gonna add a dab of glue here. And it's warm, so it is literally gonna just fall right in and get nice and tacky and dry. And that's it. Now this is where the work starts, because now we need to blend and blend and blend and blend. But if you did this right, your blending isn't gonna take very long. Okay, so for me, I use my razor combs to do this. I mean, you can also use your traditional razor, which I have that. Some people like to use shears. It's really choice of what works for you. I kind of like the razor combs a little bit better. Chin down from here, because I can move a little bit faster. Okay, so I'm gonna match it to what we have here in her hair. So how I do that is I part in a diagonal or a vertical line, okay? And when I do that, I can see my guide under here. And now I'm just gonna take my razor And I'm just going to slice diagonally to help blend, okay? What you don't want is hard lines, okay? You want it to be nice and soft. Okay, so if you notice how easy it's blending, super simple. Sydney, Australia, all right. Norfolk. And when you get over here to the ear, you want to be extremely careful. And what I like to do is make sure that this area is nice and flat so that I can make sure that I'm blending it well and it will lay nicely, because I'm also creating sideburns. When you're creating sideburns, if you try to do it from a curl, you are going to have the hardest time. So I like to straighten mine out so that I can see where I am. Okay, I can create the sideburn first, and then I'll go back through and cut everything else. Okay, so I'm going to use this to start my sideburn, which this is super simple. Okay, and then when I start my sideburn, all I do is take my razor and I soften the area. Okay, and then now that I can see where I am, I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to go ahead and cut my sideburns. And around the ear as well, because I'm going to soften that up as well. Okay, now that I've taken it off the ear, you can use your edgers, you can use your trimmers. It's going to give you all the same thing. It's just whatever you like. Okay, sideburns done. That's how you create sideburns. Then from there, I'm just going to take my razor, comb, and now I'm going to use that as my guide. Just as I would if it was a traditional haircut. All right, so we're gonna do these sideburns now. All right, we're gonna go ahead and now cut the rest. Excuse me. Check out the middle. We're gonna go ahead and mold her. Head down for me, mama. If your cut is right, it will blend right in. And you won't even have to work hard. Turn this way. All right, we're just gonna put a wrap strip around the sides and the back. And we'll put one more right above it. All right, she's gonna go to the dryer. Okay, so while my clients are under the dryer, I'm gonna pick up all this hair and get all this hair out the way. Miss Andrea, you can send them at you.
Okay. Say, what happened that day?
Yeah, I'm about to, I think I emptied it after I called. All right, so you guys remember Miss Andrea, we did the level 10 color on her hair. So I want you guys to now see what it looks like. Look at that. Mm, she got some color. Hopefully longer. It's not jinxing, okay? We're gonna stay super positive here. So now she still has her gray, but her gray looks blonde. And then the rest of her hair has that nice, I wouldn't say auburn. I'd probably just say like a rich brown. And then her grays look like lowlights. That's what we want. All right, so let's go ahead and clean up her hairline here. Thank you guys. Hey, Pat. All right, we're good. I don't have to cut anything else. How's that color, you guys? It's banging. Mm-hmm. You're such a wonderful stylist. Blessing to women no matter what condition they're here. Thank you. Child. Come on.
I got the face.
That don't mean nothing. You still gonna be sweating like crazy. You know, I can feel it in your head.
Am I the only one to get hot in the chair?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm used to it. I got a lot of clients like that. Even me. Even me. It ain't just you. sorry.
Oh, that's okay. Come back on. So, Chris, the wigs, they just fit any size, pretty much?
You
Okay.
can get smaller, larger, you need it.
Okay.
There's another band on the inside that you can adjust. Not the two little tabs. It's a wide band in here that you can adjust for your head size. Make it smaller, tighter, looser. There's no lace. None of that you got to take off. When you get it, you literally take the flat iron, make it straight. You can cut the bangs if you want. Put it on. Super simple.
It'll be an excellent gift for somebody.
It definitely would be.
Mm-hmm.
The color looks great on her. That's a real nice haircut. Here you go.
That was a nice haircut.
Thank y'all. All right, you guys, I'm going to give her a little spritz of goddess polish because her hair is fine, so we don't need a ton. And she is on her way out the door. Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
5 minutes. That should dry the front. All right, Miss
All
Andrea.
right, Mommy, thank you so much again.
You're welcome. Can you close the door behind you when you go out?
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. All right, you guys. While my client is there, I'm just gonna go ahead and clean up. Throw out this trash. right, you guys, we're gonna finish up my final client. This is my client with the alopecia weaving service. This part of the process, super easy. We're just gonna edge her. So this is our new combo edge brush. So it has a comb on one end, a brush on the other. Chin down for me. Chin down. Hi, Mom. You okay? Chin down. Come over down. They said they're loving the cut. Put it back in.
A 5.
It was not convenient.
Just rub my finger like this. Shoot.
And you were out the door.
I was out the door.
He was like, where was this all my life? You married? What's your husband? Never mind, he don't care. Thank you guys. I said 8 and Slade.
Very advantage. I feel like a lot of hair this time.
Where? Up here?
Yeah.
Oh, I kind of curled it. Oh, not really. Remember, this hair is longer though.
Oh, okay.
It's not short like the other one. So I have to improvise on this one.
They redo it though, right?
Mhm.
Just let me cross.
It's the same
Oh,
thing.
it's the
Ain't
same?
nothing different.
Okay.
No, you're not doing anything different.
Okay.
She said, Krista, this felt like a lot of hair. Everybody's at fire. $10. Take some of the weight off back here, and then we're good to go. So what you guys see me doing, I'm taking some of the weight off between her hair and the extensions. That's what gives it that more natural appearance. The less weight, the better. Close your eyes for me.
Yep.
Told you.
Yeah, for you.
I know.
Yeah.
Why you book the retouch for Lexi?
Cause I didn't know what to book.
It's supposed to go to Alopecia weaving service.
Oh.
And then in the add-ins, you add a partial.
Oh,
That's all you do.
there you go. I said, well, when I get that shit fixed, she'll let me know what I
I
need.
got you. It's $222. And then if you don't remember what to book, go back to your old appointment because it's
Okay.
going to update so you see what was there. What y'all think?
Williams? Yeah.
All right, you guys. I am officially done for the day. Let me fix this little wig and I'm out the door. I ain't got to do nothing. She stayed curled all day. Anyway, guys, don't forget to go and shop our what's the sale? Memorial Weekend sale. I couldn't even think. Yeah, don't forget to go shop the Memorial Weekend sale. Thank you, Miss Gail. Just close the door behind you, okay? Yes, ma'am. Don't forget to go and shop the Memorial Weekend sale, you guys. All of our products are 40% off. No code is needed. I need to get a bag, y'all. Hold on. I don't have a bag, so I'm just gonna put it in this bin. Stuff that I need to do my hair. Let's see here. Wrap foam, gloss. Spritz. Spritz. Other spritz. Foam. Good comb. I think that's it. Oh, let me get my red. All right, you guys. So I am all done. I hope everybody enjoyed today's live. Like I said, please don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Please don't forget. Hold on, you guys. Hello? 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 Uh-huh. I can hear you. I can hear you. Sure. Say it. Your phone was breaking up. Say that one too. Can you hear me? Okay, so one of them is a 9-month-old baby, and the rest are older children. Yeah, like from 9 months he goes to 11. So 11, 15, 16. Okay. Okay, cool. Perfect. Thank you. Bye-bye. All right, there we go. All right, I am officially done. That is it. I am done. I am out of here. You guys, go shop the sale. Everybody have a great, great day. I'll see everybody later. I have some videos to upload, so you guys got some more content coming. And then, of course, I love everybody. Peace. I don't know why this thing would not let me end my live for some reason or another. It's like y'all don't want me to go. Y'all don't want me to go? No one wants me to go? How do I end my live? Why is it not ending? Look at this. Can't end my live even if I wanted to, yo. Let's see if I can get this thing to end. I don't know.